the beginning of Love Talks with your girl Rita on Rita Explains It All. So today we are going to be talking about confidence, okay? And the next couple of videos are all going to be about confidence, because the number one question that I always get is, how are you so confident? How are you always confident? You're always so sure of yourself. I get this question all the time. So I wanted to create a series, and I'm going to call them Love Talks, because we all know that loving yourself is the ultimate, one of the ultimate loves. Of course, the love of God is ultimate, but loving yourself is one of the hardest loves to achieve. It really, really is. Because a lot of us go around thinking that we can love other people or desire relationships with other people, but we don't know how to love ourselves. And ultimately, that's probably why relationships don't work out the way we want them to, is because we don't know how to love ourselves. So these next couple of videos on my channel are going to be our love talks, you guys. And we're going to be talking about how to love ourselves, okay? So this is going to be a 8-part series with 8 videos with 8 steps. And today we're going to talk about our first steps. Now, I know a lot of you people are wondering why confidence is important, or you're trying to figure out if you are actually confident, because it's a lot of people walking around with pseudo confidence, okay? And that is going to be a video for another time. But there are a lot of people walking around with pseudo confidence, okay? But I am here as your confidence coach to get you ready to take on the issues of pseudo confidence if that's what you have. So number one question that we need to answer before we get into our very first step is, why is confidence important? Okay? Confidence is very, 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 very important, okay? On the worldly side of things, if you're not confident, it shows, and it affects every aspect of your life, because how you feel about yourself does basically set the prerequisite, as it were, for everything else in your life, everything throughout the day. So you have to become confident. One main reason why confidence is so important to me, if you know me, you know I'm a Christian, but one thing I've definitely learned just on my whole trip of self-love is a Bible verse that comes to mind is 1 John 5:14, and it says, "And this is the confidence that we have in him, that if we ask anything according to his will, he heareth us." So first things first, if you're not confident, even when you're praying, God hears you, but he ain't hearing you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why am I going to answer this prayer if you don't really even know if you want to pray it? You know what I'm saying? And I kind of get that. And it's like that with everything in the world. If you think about it, why would this job hire you if you're not even sure you want the position? You know what I'm saying? Even with me, I'm a plus size model. Why should that designer, or why should that, person who's running the fashion show or organizer choose me for that garment or for that show if I'm not even sure I want it? You have to be sure in everything. And confidence is essentially conquering the fear. That's what confidence is. It's conquering fear, whether it be fear of you're going to fail, fear of how you're going to look, or whatever the case may be. Confidence is overcoming fear. And that's why it's important, because you all know in this crazy world, there are a lot of things to be scared of. It really is. But you have to know how to overcome it. And I'm here to help you overcome it. So the very first step in overcoming confidence that we're going to talk about on this video is faking it till you make it. Now, I know that sounds really, really cliche, but the reason why this is the first step is because it is not the do-all, be-all, okay? That's why it's step number 1. You have to learn how to fake it until you make it, okay? And this is basically going to help you set yourself up to go to step 2. Now, this is not a fix it, and I used to really, really hate this saying, but I understand now why it's there, because you do need to learn how to fake it until you make it, okay? And I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that, okay? So in faking it till you make it, one thing that's very important in body and in confidence is body language. One thing to help you fake it till you make it is standing up straight. Standing up straight can do a lot for you. It really, really can. When you're slouched over and you're crumbling and you're kind of inward, that's a form of isolation through body language. You're isolating yourself from the world. You're covering, you're protecting yourself. You're keeping yourself closed in from the world. And when your hands are like this, you can't receive anything. So you have to be open. So that's a form of opening your body up. Opening your body up is if you stand up straight and you're poised and you let everything come in. You're letting everything come in and you're pushing everything out. So that's one way to help you fake it till you make it, is standing up straight. Okay, you want to stand up straight and you want to highlight your competence. One thing, those of you who don't know me, I work for another company. I'm not a full-time, full-figure model yet. Okay, but I do work for another company, and in working for another company, you're doing things for other people, and sometimes when you fail, that's when your confidence takes the biggest hit. So you have to learn how to highlight your competence. Well, even though I didn't do this quite right, I did do this, and this right, and I'm really good at this, and this. So you have to kind of learn to be your own cheerleader. That's helping you fake it till you make it. Even though I didn't win number one, I won third place because I did this, and this right. And next time I'm gonna work on this, and this so I could be number one. But I may not be number one right now, but I'm number 3 or 4 or 6 or whatever the case may be. You have to learn how to highlight your competence. Review your successes before you proceed to the next task. So that's all highlighting your competencies are. Another thing too, body language again coming into play, is maintaining your eye contact. Look the person in the eye when you're talking to them. Now, of course, you don't want it to be a stare down, but, if you notice that you tend to look at the ground when someone talks to you, or, kind of feel ashamed when others are speaking to you, look at their nose or their mouth or even their chin to kind of help you learn how to keep your head upwards. Again, body language. So we're standing up straight. We're letting things in. We're maintaining eye contact. We're highlighting our competencies. All right. Another thing to help you fake it till you make it is choosing optimism. Again, I'm going to say this. Choosing optimism. Choosing to be positive. Okay? So I have a tattoo. It's a rose and the flowers are wilted, but it says Proverbs 18:21. Okay? And so for those of you who don't know what that Bible verse is, it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Okay? So you have to learn how to speak positiveness into your life, choosing to be optimistic. Okay, instead of saying, oh my God, I gotta go to work tomorrow, say, I get to go to work tomorrow, because there's someone out there who does not have a job, who wants to feed their family, who wants to take care of themselves, but they can't. But you can. So instead of saying, I got to go to work tomorrow, I get to go to work tomorrow. One thing that I'm learning, it's all about changing your words. Like, instead of me saying, I got to plan this, I get to plan this. You know what I'm saying? Or I need to take my son to get the stuff. I get stuff for soccer. I get to take my son to go get some things for soccer. My son gets to do extracurricular activities because things have happened in my life to where I can provide for him to where he can do those type of things. And I'm starting to take that on. And everything that I do, like, not that I gotta go to this meeting. I get to go to this meeting. I get to go. I'm invited. I get to do this photo shoot. I get to try out for this model show. Instead of getting, negative words and tones on things, you have to learn how to turn them into a positive. One thing I want to stress, if anything, on this video is your words have power and vibrations. Okay, you guys? Your words have power and vibrations, okay? If you are constantly speaking negative things into your life, negative things are going to continue to unfold for you. So you have to learn to stay positive. You get to watch this video. You get to hit the like button. You get to subscribe. You get to see my beautiful face telling you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You get to do all of these awesome things in life. You get to pay your cell phone bill. You get to pay your rent. Because even though I think of bills too, and I be like, oh my God, like, my money just gone. But you get somewhere to lay your head. You get somewhere to sleep. So you have to learn to choose optimism, okay? Another thing to help you fake it till you make it is get physical. Get physical. When you're tense in your body, find that place. Find that place in your body and massage it. Speak to it. Say, you're going to be okay. You're going to get some rest. Because again, your words have power and vibrations. Stand up, do a little dance, do a little jig, make yourself get into the mood, because you don't want to continue to stay in that deep and depressed state. Another thing is learn how to project. Now, there's a difference between projecting and being loud and arrogant. Now, what I will tell you is, me personally, I'm a very loud person. My voice carries. So I have to monitor to make sure I'm not too loud. Especially when I get excited, my voice projects a little more. But one telltale sign in people who lack confidence is either they mumble or they talk too loud to where they're seen as arrogant. Okay? So one thing, if you suffer from lack of confidence and you mumble your words, that kind of deters people from talking to you. So you want to make sure you project your words and you articulate, so that way that's a sign of you being taken seriously. If you tend to over talk people or be kind of loud, you kind of want to be conscious of that too, because you don't want to come off as arrogant, because nobody likes an arrogant person. So you want to make sure you watch out for that as well. In addition to that, you just want to upgrade your manners. That'll help you fake it till you make it. Because when you're nervous, you can tend to cover things with humor. A lot of people do that, and that can kind of make you look like a bully. So instead of you going to your go-to, making a joke either about yourself and putting yourself down or putting someone else down, give that person a compliment. Say, hey, I like your shirt. I like your sweater. That opens people up to talk to you. As cliche as it might sound, you catch more bees with honey than vinegar.